Hi everyone, my name's Marie and I work for Clinique. Now today I'm going to take you through some tips and techniques on our simple routines for flawless concealing. I'm going to start with camouflaging my dark spots and scarring by colour correcting with Chubby Cheap Robust Rhubarb as it's a great peach tone. Then just soften the edges with the concealer brush. To ensure that the coverage doesn't budge, I'm using a stipple, stretch, stack and set technique for my concealer. Start with stipple and apply the concealer in a patting motion over where you've colour corrected and extend by 1 centimetre beyond the affecting area. I'm now stretching that concealer using the foundation brush on bigger areas and the concealer brush in smaller areas by stretching on the flat side until you can't see any edges of that concealer. If you need more, you can stack by reapplying concealer by patting before setting by pressing that powder into the skin using a stippling motion with a small brush. Blended face powder is perfect for this. To correct dark under eye circles, start by hydrating the eye area with eye cream. Then, if needed, use a peach tone to colour correct any dark and blue areas only. Now that we've colour corrected, we're able to apply our concealer. Apply a small amount and stipple the concealer over that area so not to disturb the layer underneath. Once you've applied that, go back over with your concealer brush just to soften and blend any of those edges. Now let that dry before setting with Stay Matte Universal Blotting Powder. It's so sheer for around the eye area, it's perfect. I'm going to show you now how to bake. And firstly, it's important to hydrate around the eye area. Now using line smoothing concealer, do a triangle under the eye where the point is on the top of your cheekbone and use your finger to pat in, and then I like to buff over with an eye shader brush just to soften any of those edges around where you've applied that concealer. To set it, we start to bake it, so apply blended loose powder over the concealer and a good amount of it, and then leave it for 5 or so minutes. After that 5 minutes, the powder will start to set into your skin, and you just use a plain brush to dust away the excess powder. As I started this video with no foundation on, I'm now just adding some foundation around the areas where I added all of that concealing tips and techniques, before just briefly setting with oil blotting powder down the centre of the T-zone and then finishing finally with a touch on the cheeks. And that's my finished look. So they're the simple routines for flawless concealing tips. I hope that you enjoyed and have fun playing. Take care.